Hello,
Hello.
hello. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, everybody. How's everyone tonight?
G'day, Gary. How you going?
All right, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
That's good. Did you get any cation done this week?
Actually, no. I think I'm resting after trying to furiously get my adventure lab out on time.
Oh, fair enough.
The last
Yeah,
minute
how's
little
how's
screw
everyone
up.
in the chat room? Did anyone get some caches in the last month? Or month and a week? We've been a while since we've been on here.
Yeah, it has actually a little bit longer than usual.
Yes.
All right. Do you
Who
want to
we
give us some
got?
shout outs? See who's in the chat room?
Yeah, we got Lisa K, and Thomas Schultz, Ozfox, Kieran. He's there as well. DTY. Welcome back.
Nice.
Who else we got there? We got C Michelle. Who is DRRNRCHR? Do you know that one?
I do not know that one. G'day,
Need a
Benj.
bigger
How are you?
chair.
All
Darren
right.
Archer. Sorry, mate. Yeah, that makes sense now. Darren Archer.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Okay. So,
Cool.
hopefully everyone's had a good week. Everyone stayed safe, or a good month, I should say. Everyone stayed safe,
Right.
stayed clear of the Rona.
Touch wood. No
Touch
cases.
wood. We're
All
doing
right,
pretty
well, if
good.
everyone's got a drink and everyone is ready, we might as well get started because we have a big show tonight.
Yeah, better play the music.
Cool. All righty. Here we go, guys.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Geocaching Downunder podcast. Thank you for joining us. How are you going, Gary?
I'm good there, mate. I'm sorry, I just lost you a little bit. No, got you there. I'm good. How are you going?
Yeah, all good this side of the coast. How about you?
Yeah, no, we're going all right up here, mate. It's nice. It's decent temperature. It's not too cold. Good weather for caching. Just haven't got around to it.
That's right. Making time. Life gets in the
Yeah,
way.
that's it. Oh, dear. We're joined with the usual suspects are in the chat room again, and a few other ones that I haven't heard of before,
Great
but
to see
I
some new
probably know them, but just a different name tonight.
Yes.
But yeah. So we've got Oz Fox and Thomas Schultz, Kitty Catch, DTY, Bange Ward, Red Ronso. We've got C Michelle, Darren Archer. There's heaps of people in there tonight, which is nice.
It is nice.
Welcome,
It's good to
welcome
see.
everybody.
Some familiar faces and some new ones. Cool. All right. Well, let's get into it. As we said in all our promos, we have got a jam-packed show for you this evening. So let's get underway. Okay. So a little bit of housekeeping just to start off the show. Don't forget, guys, this is a family show, so we would appreciate it if you kept it PG. No naughty comments in the chat room, please. We do have a moderator on board, so if anyone is getting rowdy, you're gone.
Yep. So as usual, tonight we're going to go around the place and check around what's going on around the traps. We're going to have a chat with our special guests who have joined us tonight. Unfortunately, there's no mailbag. Nobody's written in for us this month, but we are hoping to get something else going this month, and hopefully it'll be an ongoing thing. So we'll touch base on that a little bit later. And thanks to John and Di from GeoStuff.com, we have another giveaway.
Hey!
Excellent.
Boy, do we have a giveaway.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So if you haven't already, get something to drink, have a chat in the room. Feel free, like we said, keep it clean. Just, it's family friendly. There's kids who watch it as well. So, and yeah, enjoy the show.
Cool. All right, let's move on to around the traps, which I'm just going to race on through because there is no real changes to last month.
No.
Everything is still going ahead. Yeah, keep your eye on social media and the newsletters and see what happens.
Yeah, so everything's the same as what it was last month. But it is worth noting that Queensland have finally opened up to most of New South Wales, so Daybra could be going ahead now. We've just got to wait on restrictions and all that sort of stuff, number of people. So we're just flicking through these banners pretty quick because we've got a fair bit on tonight. We've also, like we said last month, we've got Memory Lane, Souvenirs and Wonders of the World. They're still going. Can you believe it? It's finally nearly done. There's only about a month and a half left of them. Like, they've only seemed to be going for the whole
I still
the
don't
whole
have my Wonders
time.
of the World.
Don't you?
No.
Has everyone else got them yet? Surely most people have got them by now. Maybe the Victorians might be still running around trying to find some, but rumor has it everything's going to be eased pretty soon there too. So hopefully we'll get it all going and it'll all be back to normal soon.
Fingers crossed.
International Earth Cache, the souvenir. Did you get that? Did everyone get that?
I actually made a point to go and get that. How about yourself?
Yeah, we went down. There was one a little bit south from us, so we went and done the trip. And it was, when I say trip, it was like 20-minute, half an hour drive or something for us. So a nice little park there. It was good. So
Nice.
yeah. So and I'm pretty sure the Adventure Labs, if you don't already have an Adventure Lab, that's still going. The geocaching.com/play/request/Adventure Lab. And you can request one. There's just see the terms and conditions there. You can potentially get one up and going. So that's really everything that was news that we've already had on here before. So we've got a couple of new things that have come up. HQ announced the other day that with the, I can never say this right, I think it's GIF. Is it GIF? GIFF. Not going ahead this year. They're going to release a best of GIF, which is going to be a film reel to the public with submissions from every year since 2013. And that's, watch out for that on November 17. So what's that, about a week away? So they'll be releasing that then. And one of Australia's favoured caches, most favoured caches, the Pheasant's Home, GC21ET0. It's gone missing again apparently, and the CO, I think they've had enough. It's gone missing a few times. Yeah. So it's not coming back. So it's going to finish its run on 943 finds, 44 DNFs, 370 favourite points. And the first to find there was Team Buxton on the 28th of November 2009. So it's been around for a while. It's a bit of a shame, but that one's gone.
Oh,
so gone. So, but anyway, cache of the month. We've got now with New South Wales. If you actually been onto the Geocaching New South Wales website, you'll see that it's slightly different to what I've got here, and that's because this is the one that we would have showed you if we went to air last week. So if I showed the one that's on there now, we'd not get this one. So cache of the month for New South Wales September is Pirouette in the Park. It's situated on near the Maria River, not too far from the Batemans Bay area. It was placed in 2018. 27 finds, 16 favourite points, and that's GC80YB1, and that's New South Wales' cache of the month for September. And I think we're going to be here in 3 weeks' time, so I'll tell you the new one then.
I was going to say November has been released. Do you want me to tell you the details on that one?
If you want to, if you've got it handy.
Yeah, no worries. So geocache of the month for October. Sorry, not November. Is actually, it's called Nularoo. It's GC39Q2N, GC39Q2N, and it is actually up in the Bald Rock National Park, which is 45 minutes south of Stanthorpe, 20 minutes from Tenterfield, so up near the New South Wales-Queensland border. And this one was actually nominated by C. Michelle. So you've got to hike up a large rock, and it's the biggest rock in Australia that you're still able to climb. So you get some amazing views at the top, and it's a multi-cache. So
I was going to say it screams like it's an earth cache, but it's a multi.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you actually get to find an ammo can at the end, so it's sort of worth all the trouble.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find South Australia's one for this month. I'll have another look again and try to get it up for next month. But WA, they've started up again. So they've got a cache of the month. WA, which is BYOB number 8 in Denmark, which is, I'm pretty sure it's a bring your own battery series. This one's got 331 finds in 7.5 years with 182 favourite points. So it's located 430 k's from Perth in the Great Southern region of WA. So it's got a fair few favourite points. If you're over that way, why not? But bring a battery or two.
Bring a battery.
Yeah.
I love it.
And yeah, so that's around the traps done in a nutshell. That's done really quickly. So
go us.
So yeah, so feel free if you see any good, like really good caches that are worth noting and that aren't already in the cache of the month, get onto your local,
get onto your
state and nominate them if they've got a cache of the month, or if you don't have one, let us know and we'll put it on here as well.
Yeah.
So
all right,
that's pretty much us for that.
Move on to the next section. Alrighty, Gary, I will throw to you and you can introduce our guests.
Okay, tonight's guests. You may have already met our guests at a mega somewhere. They're usually there with their pop-up store. They're also a great supporter of our show here, providing with some awesome giveaways for our viewers. So tonight we have John and Di from GeoStuff.com joining us for a few questions. Where are we? There we go. Hey, how you going, John?
Hi.
Di?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
We have a dog.
Who we got there?
This is Fatty.
Fatty.
This is Ned's dog.
Oh, okay, I can see Ned in the background there. Looks like you could do it for feed.
Yeah, we keep feeding him, but it just keeps going through him.
Fair enough. Barley belly.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and thank you again for the support of the show. Like, we really appreciate it, and the viewers and listeners appreciate it too. We've given away quite a few prizes already on the show.
Oh,
so,
yes. Yeah, everyone's very
thank you very much for that.
Prizes. Thank you. That's awesome.
So we do have a few questions for you. That's why we got you on here. And if anybody in the chat room has any questions as well, just let us know. We'll put them up on the wall and we'll see how we go. So some nice, easy ones for you to start with.
Yeah,
you've already answered the first one for us, I think, with how you've logged in here. It's what's your caching name and how'd you come up with it?
Snappy Tomcats came from the cat food. Snappy Tomcats cat food.
Oh, okay.
Many moons ago, way before caching, we ended up with our pet names for each other was Spotty and Megs. From that, there was a couple of little puppet cats on an advert for Snappy Tom's cat food. So we ended up with their names. So when it came to doing a joint name for caching, it sort of seemed obvious to go Snappy Tomcats.
Oh, okay. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just got distracted by a comment that was just thrown up. When did you start caching?
2013. Well, actually, it was a bit before that. Our first caching
almost caused divorce.
Yeah, we nearly killed each other.
Went for a 5 straight away?
No, we actually went for a multi-cache, which I had no idea what a multi-cache was. And it actually wasn't even geocaching.com. It was the like the free open source caching, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I downloaded the wrong app to start with. And had no idea what we were doing, and yeah, we ended up having a massive Barney in a park, and we sort of both stormed off and caching wasn't mentioned again for quite a few weeks. And then Australia Day 2013 was when I was sort of game enough to sort of mention, would you like to find another cache? Yeah, and from there we were hooked.
Oh, excellent.
We were heading out to see our daughter for a barbecue or something, and we ended up ringing her, telling her that it would probably be an hour or two late. I think 7 caches later, we actually arrived.
Oh, there you go. It's funny how trips seem to take longer now that caching's involved in the planning of it all.
Yeah. There's normal time and then there's caching time.
Yeah, that's right. I think it took us 12 hours to get back from Canberra one night. Oh, one day. And it's usually a 6-hour trip or something. So, but yes. Anyway, so 2013-ish. So, what are some of your stats? Do you have them handy? Like, what's your find?
So far we're at 5,116 finds.
Nice.
Sneaking up on good friends of ours, Dunmowen.
Yep.
The best day we had was thanks to Felix 2. That was 180 finds down on Yorks. That was, the massive power trail down at Yorks.
There's about 900 caches.
900 caches, like 160 caches, 160 meters apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is that is that the one that's got a whole heap of like geo art and stuff? Sorry.
No, the geo art's down lower.
Oh, it's down a bit lower. Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, this one runs basically straight down the middle.
Yeah,
it's called, is it Fishy Tails?
Something like that.
Yeah, Fishy Tails.
Right.
It starts at the top of Yorks and it runs right down the middle, all the way down to the bottom, basically. There's about 800 odd caches, all 160 meters apart.
Yeah, right. So that sounds like fun to maintain.
Yeah. So we've actually found a cache in every state in Australia. We found 11 in Japan and 30 odd in New Zealand.
That's pretty good.
So what's your favourite cache type to find then?
Well, Di likes Adventure Labs.
Okay.
I like a good, well thought out traditional, or like field puzzle type thing.
Yep. Sorry. So can you tell us one of your favorite caching stories, experiences? Like you told us the first one where it was like divorce, but what about any fun ones?
I think for me it would have to be a Roy Merck cache in Denmark.
Oh yeah.
And it's the one called the Disarming Bomb. I don't know if anyone has found it, but if you have, you'd understand. We were down there. We were over there for the WA Goes Big.
Yep.
And we'd travelled down to Denmark, and we'd met other friends from SA that had come across Travelling Bees.
Yep.
And we had gone to Denmark specifically to find some of the Roy Merck caches.
Yep.
And we'd come to this one, and I won't say too much about it because if you haven't found it, it's spectacular.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's just say that I actually opened it, and it made a rather large bang. And I looked up after I'd sort of composed myself to see everyone just running away.
Scared the absolute crap out of us. Hilarious.
It was hilarious. If ever anyone is in Denmark, it's a must-do cache.
Oh dear. I'm just got
Any
one
of you over there a must-do.
Just got one from you from the chat room. Question for you. How do we do? There we go. Have you hidden any caches yourselves? If so, any advice for the new hiders?
We have. We actually have about 80 hides.
Oh wow.
70 of those, 62 or something, we actually adopted from a cacher over here that we were sort of close to, who unfortunately passed away.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, so about 15 or so are actual our ones. I would say the best advice would be put a cache out that actually fits. So I don't mind mint tins where mint tins fit or go.
They have a place.
They do have a place, but if you've got a large area with a massive tree and whatnot, don't throw a mint tin under a bush. Put out a decent cache, put some thought into it. Caches that we very rarely give out favourite points, but if a lot of thought has been put in or a lot of effort has been put in, then we'll always give a favourite point for that cache, for that find. And that's the biggest thing, I think, is when new people come in, they'll find a mint tin under a bush and think that's the norm. So then, when that comes time to put one out, they'll put a mint tin out in the bush. So really sort of think about your hide, think about why you're putting the cache there. Don't just put a cache there just because, there's an empty spot here, we can just put a cache. Have put a bit of forethought and why you're bringing people to that spot.
Yep. Well said. I like it. All right. Well, that was the easy questions.
Yeah. Right.
Can we go now?
Not yet.
You want to go? You want to shoot that first one off, PCE?
No worries. All right. So your business is obviously more than just caching related. What came first for you? Was it caching or was it the business?
No, the business or the shop actually came well before caching. We bought the shop in 2001. Accidentally, we actually went in there to buy a pen.
Bought a shop.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens. It happens all the time to us.
See, we're both Geminis. We're very impulsive.
Same. So it must be a Gemini thing. I always buy a shop whenever I walk in for a pen.
Yeah. So we bought the shop, and
did you buy the pen?
We did actually buy the pen. Yeah.
Excellent.
And then just after we started geocaching, we were like really excited, and we wanted to go into a shop and buy some geocaching stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So we had a look online, and we found that the only shop in Adelaide that sold geocaching merchandise was a little place in I can't even remember what they're called, in Adelaide.
Bug.
The Electric Bug. They sold like GPS units and TV radios and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And because we hopped in the car and drove down there to buy all of our caching stuff, and walked in and couldn't see any caching stuff anywhere. And this guy came over and said to us, "Oh, can I help you?" I said, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Do you sell geocaching stuff?" And he said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Follow me." Walked around the corner, around the back of the counter, and he pulled out a shoebox and put it on the counter.
Literally a shoebox.
And it had a few TBs, a few nanos, and I think some Mozzie bracelet thingies.
Mozzie bands.
Yeah, and it was sort of like, oh, Really?
Is that
Oh, that's really
Is that
inspiring.
it? Oh, okay. Well, okay, we'll have one of these and we'll have that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I said to Di, I said, look, we've got the shop already. We could sort of dedicate a little corner of it and stock a few bits and pieces,
Yep.
more for our own sort of use than, but offering it to everyone else as well. So we registered with Groundspeak, became a distributor, and started selling geocaching merchandise. So yeah, that's
Excellent.
where it all started for us.
Do you still
Excellent.
enjoy it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Very
very
good.
much.
Do you get much of it? Well, I mean, obviously not this year, but do you enjoy going to the events and the megas and meeting people?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's one of the absolute highlights for us.
What's some of the highlight megas you've been to, or the furthest
Sorry?
ones? The highlight megas you've been to, or maybe the furthest one.
The furthest one would be the Wollongong one last year, which was only like 2 months after the Queanbeyan one.
Yes.
So it was like, go over, come back, go over again.
Oh, right. You did it. Yeah. Okay. That makes, you'd have to, wouldn't you? Because there was just enough time that you couldn't hang around, so to speak.
We couldn't hang around, no. So
Yeah.
we had to go back, and then come back.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that absolutely love the megas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the biggest highlights for me is just catching up with all our friends and meeting new people, and just I love that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is definitely a way to meet people. Heading off to the megas, like all these names that you see on the notepads and stuff, and all of a sudden, oh, you're that person.
is that you? Yeah.
So I've just got a question here from the
great.
room. Just got a question here from the room from Danielle DTY. Is GeoStuff a full-time job, or is it just a side business of your business?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Permanent part-time.
Yeah,
Permanent part-time.
it's not our full-time gig. It's actually sort of part of Australia-wide badges. It's part of our shop, basically.
Yeah.
So we if we just did GeoStuff, we wouldn't survive.
Yeah. Okay.
There's not enough margin in geocaching merchandise to run a full-time operation sort of thing, and to cover all your shop costs, your overheads, electricity, and all that sort of stuff. So it's sort of as an overall sort of business, it sort of fits in well with what we already do, because like some of the stuff that we can actually do in the shop, we can actually manufacture as Australia-wide badges.
Yeah, that's handy.
But yeah, so it's kind of, it's not a side business, but it's not the full-time business either.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like you said, permanent part-time. I like that.
Yeah.
So have you guys been to a mega like just as a cacher, or is it all as a shop always been along for the ride?
No, we have. We've been to. We've just worked that out actually. The first mega we went to with the shop was the Parkville mega, and we were lucky enough to have Carl and Deb, who were the previous owners of GeoStuff. They came along to help us out because we were absolutely petrified. Prior to that, we'd actually been to about 6 megas just as caches. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oh, very good. So, you guys, you must have met some characters from everywhere that you've been with the shop and the megas and stuff. Like, do you enjoy the social side of what the shop exposes you to?
Hell
absolutely. Yeah. It's actually the one of the sort of the highlights.
It's the best part.
Yeah.
For me.
I mean, we've met so many people But more than that, we've met some lifelong friends as well. Through geocaching, through the shop, so it's certainly the icing on the cake sort of thing.
Yeah.
We went on a cruise. Was that this year?
No, that
No,
was
that was last year. My God.
I was going to say, if it was
New
this year, you'd be in trouble.
It wouldn't go very far this year.
No. At the beginning of the year for our 25th wedding anniversary. And we got a message from, who was it from? Felix too, to say, there's a couple of people we know that I think are on the same cruise ship as you. And that was John and Lorraine from Dunmowen.
Okay.
And they're lovely.
Yeah. And so we actually met up with them in this teeny tiny little bar. And it was about 3 months later, we get a message from them saying, was your offer to come and park our caravan and stay? Was that a genuine one? And we went, yeah. And they spent, it was about 5 weeks.
Yeah.
About 5 weeks here. And we only know them for a week.
In our backyard.
Yeah, in our backyard. And they've been back again. And they are just very, very dear and close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just quickly, just on the chat room there, we've got, if it all comes up, Dale said, can I just say, just realised that that you guys are the GeoStuff owners. I've talked to you, Di, for my first order. Thank you so much. I've placed another order. It's great to see faces and now to put 2 and 2 together for me. So there you go, Dale Hart.
Cool. Good to know that you've placed another order, so I must have
done something right. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
There's another question from the chat room as well. I'll put this one up for you. Do you or would you sell items handmade by independent creators?
Yes.
Potentially.
Well,
depends what it is.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. Obviously, we try and sort of keep the pricing as good as possible. We actually, our stamp holders. I don't know if you know the actual
ones.
The 3D printed ones.
Yep.
Are actually made, but we get them made by a guy here in SA. And they're actually made specifically for those stamps. He custom made them, to fit the date stamps.
Okay.
Yep.
We do a lot of
prizes last month too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And he also does the 3D mazes, like the cache thingies that you have to.
Yep.
Yeah, twist open sort of thing. Look, if anyone's got anything that they make and they want us to put it on the shop, get in touch.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. What was the next one? So with all of the different merch that you guys sell, do you get much of a heads up from HQ on the upcoming promotions so that you can order in advance? And if you do, how do you keep the secret?
Easy, we don't tell anyone.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We actually do get a little bit of a heads up, generally on merchandise that's being released for different promotions and whatnot. So, yeah.
Is that like a month's notice or?
Yeah, sometimes.
It
can be sort of anywhere from like only a couple of weeks to a month.
Right.
We generally do get access to ordering the stuff before it's made public. But generally it's only sort of a week to 2 weeks. So basically, depends on when we're ordering from the US.
Yeah.
Like lately, or certainly this year, it's been a nightmare trying to get stuff in because it just takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had an order actually with a supplier in the UK that we should have had by now, but it ended up going to France instead, and sort of rattled around France for about a week, and then went back to the UK, and now it's on its way to us. So
Nice.
that's a bit of a challenge.
So you may
Are
or
they
may
travel
not
bugs?
Christmas.
No. So we can't rack up the kilometres on that.
Not travel bugs. That's unfortunate.
No.
We did actually have an order from Germany, where we get a lot of our logbooks from,
Okay.
that came to Australia.
Came to Australia, came to Sydney, then went back to Europe.
Travelled around Europe.
Travelled around Europe, and that was only this year, and then eventually came back to Sydney, and then we eventually got it. So it took about 5 months, I reckon.
Wow. So we had like a vacation before it even got to you.
Yeah.
It's done more miles than what I have.
Travelled more than any of us this year.
This Kitty Catch is just making mention of the mazes you were talking about before, saying they're very good, very tricky.
Yeah, they are good.
They are good
I
fun.
don't play with them.
I think I played with one, the first mega that we went to at Morisset, and I just shook my head and gave it back. But good fun though.
They are good.
So with Christmas just around the corner, are there any Christmassy themed geo presents available or soon to be available? And could you tell us about them?
Yes, there will be the free Christmas tag that Groundspeak do every year.
Okay, yeah.
So you spend $25 and you get a free tag.
Yep.
So that will be, they will probably be available early December, I would think.
So that's with every $25. So if you place an order for $86, you'll get three.
You'll get
tags.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right, yeah. So it's
so
every
for
25.
every $25, you get a free tag.
That's pretty
I
good.
think it's so like a little holly or something this year.
Yeah, it's
Last
very
year was
pretty.
Christmas tree.
And
Yeah,
when did you
awesome.
say that one was from? From that first?
It should be available early December.
Okay.
You'll probably put that promotion out on your website and stuff, I'm assuming, will you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put it up.
No worries. And give us a heads up too. We'll chuck it out on here as well and make sure everyone's aware of it all.
As soon as that's opened, I am shopping.
That's
It's like 2 for 1. You buy presents for other people and you get something for yourself.
You get something for
It's brilliant.
yourself.
That's right.
Up here for thinking.
Oh, Kieran, unlucky, mate. Kieran, just bugger. I just spent $100.
Well, Kieran, spend another 100 and you'll get another 4.
There you go. Just got to wait a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
This is another thing we're going to be doing. I don't know if you can see that.
Coffee mugs, printing.
So,
Oh yeah, coffee mugs. Yep.
Yeah, coffee mugs with your avatar on the side.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They can be made trackable.
Sorry about the light reflection.
That's all right. Yeah, we get there. We can see they've just got your tag on it.
Yeah, you can make them trackable if you want. They're
Oh,
not on
sweet.
the site yet, but they will be very soon.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
So that's another
then with
idea for
that in
Christmas.
mind, when's a good time for people to purchase their products if they want to get them by Christmas?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Especially
I
with the
would
post at the moment.
say a safe cutoff would probably be around about the 14th of December. Simply because we just don't know what Australia Post is going to be doing.
That's right.
On top of COVID, they're going to have like all of the Christmassy sort of
Christmas
stuff.
rush.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I reckon there's going to be some serious delays, sort of come sort of closer to Christmas.
Yeah.
So just got Sandy there in the chat room. So that's so cool. I definitely want one. That's in reference to your cup.
Hi, Sandy.
And we've
Yeah.
come to the
Um,
last actual question. Oh, hang on. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, there's something else that we can do is personalised T-shirts, things like that with, people's avatar or caching name. They're always a good thing for Christmas presents.
Or screen
We've
printed?
just got the mega bison, the really, really big bisons in, and we're offering putting people's caching name or their avatar on the bottom, which hopefully may deter people from
Nicking them.
Doing a
doing
a 5-finger discount.
for them going to talk about. So that'd be another really good thing for Christmas. Just little things like that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Mm.
Well, we've got one more question on our sheet here for you, and if anybody else has any questions in the chat, put them through now. But where and when did Ned join you? You can see Ned behind you.
We inherited this guy. Basically, when we bought the shop from Carl and Deb, he was a mascot for them. For I don't know, several years. Yeah.
Okay, so he's
when
been a long time.
we purchased the shop from them, he came with us.
Yeah.
So he's sort of been our sort of mascot since.
He's a talking point, that's for sure.
Well, he currently stands out the front of the shop.
In the front window, not outside.
In the front window, sort of greeting people as they come past, and along with his dog, Fatty.
Fatty.
Yeah, he's actually trackable. If anyone wants to, I don't know if you can see that.
You can say it out if you want. All right, was it
PCC 4D4?
There you go. PCC
got my name on
4D4. It does work.
And Ned is MET3W1.
MET3W1. There you go. A couple of bonus trackables for the night, guys, if you're into doing those. Kieran also just mentioned for you as well. Thanks, Kieran. That he ordered on the 2nd, it was shipped on the 4th and received on the 10th, and he's in Maitland. So that sort of gives you a bit of an idea. So he's in New South Wales there.
Yeah.
So gives you a bit of an idea on shipping times and all that, but it will get a bit more hectic come Christmas time. So
it does. It does vary. We've had stuff. Sit back down.
Be a good boy.
I just broke his kneecap.
Oh dear. Be easy to replace. You can see it.
Yeah, look, postage is so varied at the moment that we just can't guarantee sort of a time frame. That's why I sort of said if you want stuff for Christmas, make sure it's basically ordered by the 14th to be safe.
Yeah.
No worries. Oh, we've also just had a request. Could you read out the trackable on the door? I can't see. You've got a trackable on the door there?
Yeah. Hang on.
Sorry.
Trackable field day.
It is. There we go. OZXFZH for those playing on the replay. OZXFGH, was it?
ZH.
ZH, sorry. OZXFZH.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and John is PCY99D. We've all got trackables. And
You're on the other side.
PCY99D.
Yep, PCY99D. So PCY99D.
I'm going to have to get organised.
I can't get used to this reverse camera.
So PCFTPD.
That's it.
PCFTPD. There we go.
Cool.
all your trackable needs. Look at that. Oh, Kieran's there again. He's put it up on the chat there for us. So there we go. PCY 99D and PCFTPD. Thanks, Kieran.
That's it.
Excellent. So, and that rounds up our questions for you guys tonight. And there doesn't seem to be any more in the chat room at this stage. So I think you're done.
Is there anything else that John and Di, you wanted to let all of us know? Did we miss anything?
No, I think we're sort of good.
Yeah, I think so. I just
Excellent.
want to say thank you to all of our supporters as well through
Yeah, absolutely.
all of the horrendous stuff that's been going on.
Oh.
Everybody's been amazing, and so if ever they're coming through the Barossa Valley in South Australia, the best wine area in Australia, might I add.
Yes.
Call in and say hi, because we would just love to meet you.
And some cheap camping.
Pardon?
Some cheap camping in your backyard.
5 weeks available.
Yeah.
We could fit maybe 4 caravans, small ones in the backyard.
There we go.
Very
We'll have
small.
our own event.
So we go. Thanks heaps for our red Ronso hats.
You're welcome, darling.
Very good. Well, that wraps up our Q&A. So you want to take us out there, PCE?
Yeah, all right. Well, if you'd like to join us on the podcast, please contact us on the email geocachingdownunder@gmail.com. Let us know if there's a topic you would like us to discuss or bring up. Please let us know. Okay, let us move on. Okay, guys, so some exciting news. This month, we are launching a new competition. So Gary and I, we've got our heads together, and we are asking for you to submit on Facebook your favourite geocaching pictures that you've taken while you're out geocaching. You must be the owner of the picture or have permission from the owner to use the picture. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a little voting competition each month, and we're going to be picking a winner. And we're picking the winners based on the number of likes on each picture. Once we get through to November next year, we're going to compile all the winners from each month. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a Geocaching Down Under calendar. So that will be for sale next November, early December. So we're looking to get that underway. So that's exciting.
So everyone's got a phone while you're out and about. If you see something good, it doesn't even have to be the cache. It can be the view. It can be anything, but
it can be the cache, it can be the view.
Yep. Let us know, send it in, and hopefully by the end of it we'll have a calendar that we can get going and have all the important dates that we know about in it, and should be good.
Right.
Hopefully.
So head over to the Geocaching Down Under Facebook page, and you can submit your photos there.
Yep.
And then people can start liking and voting.
Yep, and also as well, look, we don't have any mailbag this month, but if you do have a story that you'd like us to read out or anything, let us know what's going on through the Gmail account there, the geocachingdownunder@gmail.com, and we'll get it on here.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's your show. We want to be entertained by you, and we want to be entertaining for you. So let us know, and that would be great.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's go to the next section. Alrighty, and now waiting in our green room is our secret surprise mystery guest. You know him, you love him, you recognize that face. Here he is. See my show.
Oh, what an intro! I got blocked. I got blocked in the chat room. Can you believe that?
See, you're talking too much rubbish.
Really red. I know. I'm gonna have to have a word to your lovely wife there, Gary, too. So
yeah, see, it doesn't take much. I'm surprised I haven't been blocked yet.
I got put on the naughty corner for 5 minutes. I got a 5-minute timeout. That's what it come up as. Anyway, that's great news, guys, too, about the calendar. I love this idea. That's fantastic. Well done. Good
Yeah.
job.
We
Good
thought it'd
job.
be great.
I was
DTY
saying,
just
hello
said,
to
I've only
you
got
two.
baby group photos, but baby group works.
And hello to you two guys, John and Di as well. G'day to you two.
Hi.
G'day, how are you?
See, how's this Rona stuff going? Jeez.
It's not too
Incredible.
bad.
Yeah. Actually, I was listening to the podcast, listening all about you guys. I know all about you anyway, but that's all cool. Now, John, you say your state name like you're the Mexico of Australia because you say SA. Hey, I'm in SA. I'm in SA, man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's the essay. It's an essay. So incredible. Anyway, I'm taking over this podcast. Did you see what I'm here for? What's this?
Yeah,
I was
what's
about
that in
to
the
say,
background there, SMS?
So what have you
What's my
got for us there, mate? What's that?
All
Got
right.
your name on
It has. So I've been busy in this whole Rona lockdown because I was in lockdown for 2 weeks by myself in my house with not much to do, and I'm not good at geocaching puzzles. So I created a book, a geocaching book. It's a kid's
it.
book. It is a kid's book, and it has been published on Amazon Kindle at the moment, so it's only an ebook. Yeah, you can get that anytime you like. Actually, this another little code here, hotel 612 golf, hotel 612 golf is the TV or trackable, and it's actually got the link in the trackable to the page for the book as well, so you can go from there.
That's
So
So that's
clever.
pretty
golf?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on this book for?
Well, I started it in April and ended up getting it published in October, so
Okay.
it's not too bad. I had to.
Have the idea in April?
Yeah, the idea came through in April about it, and I love kids' book stuff anyway and whatnot. So I thought to myself, well, I'm not very good. That's my artwork is not that good. That's not my artwork. So that
I was gonna
artwork
ask
there,
you before that.
yeah, no, that's not my art. I can't say what I wanted to say, what sort of artist I am, but anyway,
You get blocked again.
there, I'll get blocked again. That art there comes from India. From India.
Okay.
So I teamed up with a guy on Fiverr. Fiverr, Fiverr is a great little website there, and you can team up with all different professionals all over the world. And he did me up this book. It's 11 pages plus the cover. Very affordable and just all digital stuff. That's all I needed. And yeah, it's online now. So, but the biggest exciting thing right now that you two don't even know about.
What?
What is
You
it?
don't know about this. You've
This is
been
the thing.
hanging.
We got no idea.
No idea. So, guys, just to let everyone else know who's listening, the Geocaching Downunder podcast is actually quite expensive to run. And these guys here need your support. They need your help. They do that only through Patreon, Patreon, .com/, I think it's GC podcast. So anyway, have a look at that. That's all on there. Get on board, guys, because seriously, like a cup of coffee a month is all it's going to cost you. And then these guys here can actually stop paying out of their pockets for it. So, and this is what happens, see? No one even knew this because tonight, right now, your Patreons, your current Patreons as of 7:30 p.m., not now, but 7:30 p.m., will get a free copy of this book. I'm giving them a free copy. All your Patreons get a free copy of this book. So there you go. There you go.
Thank you.
That's all right.
That's awesome.
You got to support these things, guys. Like seriously. I mean,
Yes.
I had plenty of support when the podcast was running through me and stuff, and I expect the same thing for you guys too. It's a great thing you guys do, and thank you so much for taking it over and keeping it going. So yes.
Thank you very much for that, Craig.
So there you
That's
go.
awesome.
Patreons only. You get a free copy of this book tonight. I'll email it to them.
Thank you very much.
No drama.
So, hang on. Where's that thing gone?
All right then. Well, we might wrap things up for the night in that case.
Yeah, it has. The time has gotten away. It's nearly 8:30 again.
Yeah. But
So it's funny how quick it goes.
Only 8 o'clock here.
Oh, well, we got ages then.
Oh,
In
right,
Mexico.
well,
In Mexico.
keep going. That's not a problem.
Uh,
All right,
all
Gary. Well,
right.
I reckon it's prize time.
Yes, it is. It is indeed. Where are we up to? Sorry, I've got carried away with the chatting. I'm not even caught up with the notes.
I know. It was the
Gary can't do two things at once. That's the problem.
I can't do two things at once.
Most men can't.
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was my inside.
That's all right. You won't get blocked. Danielle probably agrees with you. So anyway, to wrap things up.
Do you know what I got blocked for? I got blocked. You know what I wrote when I got blocked? GeoStuff is the best, and capital BEST. It didn't even show it. There's your block.
That was because you're shouting. You see, you're shouting in the chat room.
Is the best. It's the best.
Thanks.
Anyway, thank you everyone again for joining us here at GDU. We really appreciate everyone. So we're going to cut back to John and Di here for a prize draw because they've got a pretty cool prize. I don't have a screenshot for it, but it is the bucket.
Oh.
If anyone's seen the bucket,
Celebrating 20 years of geocaching.
That's on my list to get.
It's a bucket coin. So it comes with the bucket, and I think it's got a GPS and a tin of beans and
well, that's the
else.
original. That's the original. Yeah.
Oh, video. That's right.
That was
the original stash.
The original stash. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know
John and Di's got that.
It's going
Gary,
right
what
to the pool room.
I know, straight to Gary. What I got here, that's the original stash TB coin. Looks awesome, right?
Yep.
How was the original stash first destroyed?
Lawnmower.
You should know. You should know.
That was a lawnmower.
How do you know? How was it first destroyed?
Talking to me? Oh, Di.
Oh, me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the questions.
No, John's got the questions already for us.
No, this is just a random question. I don't even know about this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I rattle off my head. Di, how was it first destroyed?
Didn't somebody run over it with a lawnmower?
Yes. There you go. It was run over with a lawnmower. But back then,
You don't win our
We won
prizes.
last month.
Okay, no more questions, Craig, because John's got some questions, and that's how we're going to give them away. I have to mute you.
Hang on.
Okay.
No, I gave them to you.
Okay, I've put them somewhere. Okay, so
Get ready, chat room. We want your answers.
get ready. I've just got to find them.
Hang on. Please hold.
Please hold.
I can find it.
Do. You'd rather watch me dance than sing.
I'm really sorry, guys, but I can't find it for some reason.
Right,
Yeah, I can't.
what they were?
When
I know what the first question was, and I think the second one's pretty much flows on from them. So I just can't really remember the answers off the top of my head, but I'm sure someone will know it.
how did I send them to you?
Email.
Email.
You can see we're really good with this stuff.
I was going to break it song then, but my mum always said that, you know, for a singer, I'm a good dancer, so probably not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got nothing. I can't find it.
What was the first question?
Well, if I say it, then everybody's going to have to get ready to type it.
Oh,
So the first question was, who placed the first ever geocache?
No, Craig. The answer is 2.
All right, I found it
No,
here.
Candice, that's not right.
Don't make me block you again.
I know.
The answer is 2. No, so yeah, the first question was, who placed the first geocache?
He's found him.
Come on, chat room. Let's
Okay.
go.
Oh, I got them as well now.
Lisa K. Ulmer.
Oh, everyone's sticking with Dave Ulmer.
Yeah, well, that's the correct answer I've got. So who was
but
the first person?
David.
Oh,
we get-
I've got it as Dave Ulmer. So who gets it? Where
Well,
are we?
Lisa has written Ulmer. She hasn't written the first name.
Oh, I think we're going to have to
Gonna
go
be
with the whole name. Yeah, sorry. So I've got in the chat room the first person with the full answer of Dame Ulmer is chosen 1978. Is anyone else got that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well done, chosen 1978. You just won a bucket. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? You won a bucket.
Just don't kick it. Don't kick it. Don't kick it.
I'm thinking the same thing.
And there's no holes in it either.
No, dear Liza. Oh man, this could go on for all night.
But wait, that we are lucky here, Dave, because as I said, dare say Dave, fair income. John and Di have generously given us a second bucket to kick.
Very generous.
Oh, double
So
bucket.
we've got a second bucket. So let me go to the newest comments so I don't miss anyone.
Firstly,
All
I've got
right,
a question for you, Gary. Do you have this second question lined up, or do you have to wait another 5
I
minutes?
do. No, I don't need to wait anymore. I've got it. So the first question was who put it out. The second question was who was the first person to find it. Full name. Don't forget the full name.
You can't just say a nerd. That doesn't work.
No.
Like, he was, but you can't say that. No.
Or Acacia.
No.
Can't be Acacia either.
Well,
So
over there,
who was
so there'd be a Kasha. Like
Kasha.
Gary, it'd be Kasha. Yeah.
Aisha.
Craig,
Yes.
Sandy's put a thing up. Just tried to buy the book and it's not in Amazon Australia.
Let me just quickly
Oh.
check.
Hang on. We've got a winner here. Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you there.
Hey,
Thomas Schultz has written
Tenkingen.
Michael
Tenkingen.
Tenkingen. Well done, mate.
Tenkingen.
Well done, guys. Thank you for playing. And thank you, John and Di at geostuff.com again for awesome prizes there.
Thank you very much for being so generous. Really appreciate it.
Not a worry.
So we'll be in touch with you guys and get some details and we'll pass them on to John and Di. And as I say, it'll be in the mail.
Oh, Tank Engine. Thank you for the path tag we found in Acacia in Adelaide when you were over here too.
Oh, you got one of TE's path tags.
Yeah. Found it in the wild.
I was complaining to Hev Walker that we didn't have one, and the next day we found one.
There you go. I had to buy my TE path tag off eBay, and it was secondhand.
Oh, no. I got it at bargain basement price.
Yeah, exactly. Just a 5-finger discount, as John said before.
Oh dear. So, does that wrap us up tonight, or is that it?
I'll just do a quick shout out to our Patreons, one of which is in the program tonight. So as I say, if you would like to help support the podcast, Gary, can you just pop up the banner for me? Head over to www.patreon.com/GDU podcast. And a shout out to our Patreon so far. We've got C. Michelle, Ray, Kitty Cat watching, woo, Green Cordial, and GC Jazz. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your donations.
That's awesome.
Yes,
and as
thank you very much, guys.
Get onto Patreon. These guys need all the support you can give. And seriously, a cup of coffee a month, like $3 a month is the minimum. $3.
That's right.
Come on, a cup of coffee.
Yeah. It really does help.
Actually, it's a cup of coffee every 2 months because McDonald's coffee is now like $6. So that's just, I know it's like half a cup of coffee now a month. Come on, guys.
How can you argue with that?
Exactly. Just quickly before I sign off as well, this book itself, I know I've heard some people can't find it on amazon.com.au. I'll actually go to my Facebook page, See My Shell Facebook page, and I'll put the links in that Facebook page straight after the show.
Cool. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
So thank you everyone for being here again, everyone who was here live, and a big thank you to the replay viewers and listeners. You can watch the replay on YouTube or listen via podcast apps such as Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher. And I think we've got, if you can, follow us on our socials. I think we're on all of them, aren't we, PCE?
We're on everything.
Yeah, so follow us there. Tell us what's going on in your neck of the woods, and thank you
come and
again.
have a chat. We love it.
Come and have a chat. Oh, just quickly before we go, tomorrow is Remembrance Day. If you can, get out, buy a poppy.
Yeah,
Support our troops and their families.
that's right.
So again, thank you everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you for joining us, and we will
Thanks
see
for
you
having us, guys.
Thanks
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Thanks for being
for
on.
joining us.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. All right. And we're clear.
Well, clear of the audio.
Clear of the audio. Yeah. I keep forgetting to mention it too. I've got to remember to do a shout out. That new music that was on there is from my brother-in-law, who's made that up for us, so we don't get the whole you cannot play that on YouTube anymore with all that sort of stuff. So
That's cool.
bit of new music, something different, and so next time I've got to do a shout out to him.
Awesome.
So I know you were blocked at the time, Craig, because that was my fault. I accidentally pressed the button. But when we were talking about the mint tins, it just reminded me of the one that was tied to a tree.
Oh, that one. Did you see that photo, John Dye? At all? No, probably not. I found a cache the other day. I said, I was just letting you know. I found a cache the other day, right? First to find, all excited and everything else as well, and it was in a park area. There's not that many caches around. I went, beautiful, straight up to the tree. It was in a tree. It wasn't a bison tube like your beautiful bison tubes hanging in the tree. It was a mint tin strapped to the tree upside down. So I undid it, like all the contents fell out. I'm like, are you serious?
Oh dear.
Seriously, as you guys said before, these newbies, they find mint tins and think that's the norm. No, it's not the norm.
And that's what I was saying before. It's think about the hide. Think about what you can put there.
Exactly. And let's be honest as well. A bison tube, for instance, a simple bison tube is much better for longevity than any mint tin.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then especially when you get the big bison tubes like you guys have got now as well, they are fantastic.
Yes.
Look at quality over quantity, guys, sometimes, and in regards to
you need a stainless steel cord to keep it to the tree though for some of them.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we've got that as well.
Yeah, that's right. They've got it too. And because you know what? You know who does that all the time with all their big bisons and that? Is Tank Engine. Tank Engine in the ACT, he has so many of those, the big bison tubes and whatnot, and he has the metal clamps around the tree as well. Brilliant height of that, man.
Thanks, Texas Dave. Sorry, just
more
getting in there
people
before he takes off.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at the internationals as well.
I know. Look at him. We're going crazy.
That's cool.
Hello from Texas.
I thought the truck was here before too. He's Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania, yeah, the truck.
Yeah.
So
well, speaking about those metal chain type things, we had a metal, solid metal bike chain around a ammo can for the final of our bonus for our adventure lab, and it got found probably 3 or 4 times, and then we got are you sure it's here? And, hang on, I will be down there in a second and check it. They'd managed to they took everything either up over the tree, or they actually went with bolt cutters and cut it. It's
that's incredible.
It's they had to get. That's a fairly big tree.
You know what? Port Macquarie, it says it all.
Oh yeah, all the bogans.
You guys got many of the pole caches going out over your way?
The what? Sorry.
With the big extendable poles that go up to 7, 8 meters.
Oh no, I haven't seen any here. No.
Oh,
and you can.
Wow.
Yeah, people put them up there with the poles,
Yeah.
hang them in a branch in a tree 7 meters up.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, okay.
You need a long ladder or a pole to get
Yeah,
them down.
there's one in Coffs Harbour that we done a while ago, and they've actually got like a beach fishing rod, and they've strapped it to the fence behind it, and the thing's right up, and you need the fishing rod. But that's about the closest I've come to that.
My name's on that one.
Houston Dave, get a fake snake. Keep them away.
Oh,
I've got plenty of real ones.
that reminds me. I had a fake snake once. I had a fake snake up here, and it kept on going missing, and I kept on replacing it. And I thought to myself, like, whatever. It's the kookaburras. The kookaburras. I found a heap of them. Yeah, I found a heap of them, like 50 meters, 60 meters away. When I was walking back to the car, I'm like, "What the? It's the kookaburras."
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
That's hilarious.
yeah, Danielle's saying that the ACT's got a hot. So ACT's got a fair few of those pole caching ones apparently, and Tank Engine chimes in when it's not his fault. Anyway,
Or you put a few out.
Yeah.
well,
Those poles would be handy because I think I've done it 3 times now. We've actually stood on the roof of my little 30 to get a leg up to the tree, like to the tree climb. The roof of the I-30. Unbelievable.
oh dear, it was the whole Tank Engine's fault.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got
Oh dear.
going out here. Yeah, hell of a lot actually.
yeah.
So-
Here's Kingfisher AU.
Oh yes, I've done his, and he does 3D printed ones as well. They are brilliant. Is that the one? No, he also does a 3D printed, like, so it actually holds the tubes, the actual, those, what do you call preform tubes. The
Yeah.
preform,
okay.
but the 3D printed plastic thing actually clips onto the back of a pole, like a sign pole, and the little tube just slides in the top too. It's brilliant.
Colour
It's
matches
brilliant.
it too.
Color matches it.
Oh.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
here's one.
It's
Here's
silver as
Danielle.
well.
Danielle just mentioning the one here, 1,000-yard stare snake cage up here. It scared the life out of it because he touched it to the roof of the container. So when you opened the box, a snake jumped out. And of course, it was in the middle of the bush, very snaky. And then, it was.
Well, speaking of scaring, did anyone do a Halloween conventional?
Impressed.
Well, speaking of Halloween, I've got a Halloween themed multi, and inside the lid of every container is a fake spider. So every time you open it, there's a spider there.
Well, you know what? If I found those next time I actually met you, I would slap you. Probably hard.
All right, wait for you to find
You
that
know
one.
that ones can fly.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
We went to a cache out north somewhere, and Di stuck a hand in, picked the cache up, and thought, "Oh, something feels a bit weird." And there's a huntsman sitting on top of the cache, and arachnophobic, like literally launched the cache and the spider through the air. This poor spider flew meters, landed
It
on the
was
ground,
not funny.
ran
believe me.
around in a circle, wondering what the hell had happened to it.
Where am I?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
just
So, well, you'd love mine too. Then I put out a Halloween multi here as well, and it's a night cache. So it's a nighttime one, and you have to follow the night tracks, which go through the old cemetery. That it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's pitch black. You see, so you have to follow the track through the cemetery. Obviously, it's not hidden inside the cemetery; it's hidden outside. But then when you open the container, as you open the container itself, there's a light sensing screamer inside the container, plus there's little spiders and stuff as well. So the amount of people that I hear scream from my house because it's way over there, it's insane. It's so good.
So, just going to butt in here, Sandy. Craig's going to put a link on his Facebook page there, mate, for the book. So if you go to, what was it? Just this Aussie Geocacher. That's the
Geocacher Send My Shell on Facebook.
Yeah. So if you go there, it'll be there after we get off here, mate. So it's
It's too busy talking.
Yeah, and here's one similar as well to what you were just saying, Craig. Dwarf Explorer had a cache that when you open it up, it screamed, and so did she.
Yeah. They're the best. They're the best. You can have a little $2 shop too, just a little light sensing screamer. It's a skull. It's a little skull. screams at you. It's great. Great.
You know, it would be really good if you could actually set up a movement-centered video camera and record.
You can.
Yeah, one
There's
of the
some nowadays. Yeah.
one of the hunting cameras, just put it
Yeah.
on the opposite tree.
Yeah.
And then you pass it all over Facebook.
Well, no, you could actually get into the GIF awards.
Yeah.
Exactly. You do a montage. A montage.
Yeah.
Of it. Exactly. Well, a good friend of mine, Pipes Down Under, he had another multi as well, and he did the same thing. He put the night camera up, and so no one saw where the camera was and stuff. But his multi was, you go to waypoint 1 and you find like a doorbell remote control, and so you press it, and then in the distance you hear the bell ring. So then you try and follow it and press it again, and follow it and press it again, and do it that way. So he's got a little montage of people creeping towards the cache, like listening really quietly and walking really quietly.
Right.
Something to jump on.
Funny.
That was good.
Oh dear. Well, what is it? It's 8:45. I think it might be time to call it, folks.
Yeah.
I better get up and setting his page.
Yeah. Thanks again, everyone still in the room. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting us, and thanks
Thanks for the
Guy
questions.
and Bill to supporting us and keeping us going here. It's been awesome.
And
Thank you for joining us tonight too.
On the 2nd of December.
It is good fun. I didn't want to do this, and then after the first one, the second one was much better. When I didn't have to talk about myself, it's much easier. So, but no, it's good fun. So
Yep.
Well, anyway, guys.
Well, we're going to let you go. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
and
you.
we will see you.
Thank you
next
for having us.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Later.
Bye all.